Hello, everyone, here playing Farming Simulator 22, and welcome back to Spring Creek, a 36X map here, and we are still continuing to plant the large field here, field 383, and yes, everyone, don't adjust your hearing, you heard that correctly, that is field 383. Oh, and what do we got here? Actually, let's open up course play here. We got 2 hours and 30 minutes left here, according to course play. And then I was pretty much spot on. At least I think I was spot on with my estimate. I think, what did I say, 8 or 9 hours? I think it was 8.5 hours here. We've been planting everyone. So, and real time should be pretty much from last episode. Maybe there's a couple of small exceptions. It's pretty much been real time. So, still working on planting. Like I said, we are getting close to being done here. Let's open up the map, show you folks what we got left here yet. So pretty much the long section of the field is left. And actually, it looks like, wow. Course play is saying 2.5 hours left to finish that, huh? That seems like a lot. I mean, okay, maybe. Given the fact that it took, what, like 6 hours to finish this part here, I'm just going to take 2.5 to finish that. That only looks like we're half done to me, but I don't know. We'll just go with what course play says. I mean, and for those who wonder, typically course play is pretty close to being right on this, by the way. So when it says 2 hours and 29 minutes, I mean, that's probably pretty close. Also, I want to point out the money situation. I mean, it is costing us some money here to plant this field. Now, not all of that was because of this, by the way. There might be one other small, slight reason here as well, but it is still costing us a small fortune to plant this field. Hopefully, we have enough money for this. Have to borrow money just to plant a field. Wow, that's I mean, it won't be the first time a farmer's had to do that, right? But ideal, we can avoid that if we can. But one of the reasons I'm putting soybeans on this field, of course, by the way, because don't need fertilizer for the soybeans, which I still find it'd be a little bit weird. I mean, like, no fertilizer, huh? I don't know if that's quite 100% accurate for real life, but I mean, okay, I still get it. But whatever. Of course, plant with the New Holland T8 435 here, and then the Kinsey 4905 planter here. Still looking pretty good, still rolling. Had a couple issues here on the field. I forget exactly where this must have been down by the farm here, I think, or was it up here? We had a couple trees that got in the way. Rest their souls. They are obviously no more. Also, since last episode, finished up all the rest of the work we were doing here, by the way. So field was at 390, I believe we were planting, and that is done. Spraying field 384, that is done. And 386, were we working on cultivating? I think we were doing something on 386 as well, but excuse me, that field is done as well. Now, speaking of the money situation, I mean, this has a little bit to do with why we're a little bit lower on money than we were last episode here. I may have bought another tractor and another planter of one. So we got another New Holland T8 435 and then a Kinsey 4905 planter here as well. Again, 24-row planter. Yeah, I don't know how much to add about that, I guess, Robin. In-game planter, Evan, so nothing too spectacular. Nothing really wrong with it either, though, that I know of. So anyway, let's hop in the tractor, Evan. We are on our next largest field here. At least I think it's our next largest anyway. And I was looking at this here in between episodes, Evan. Definitely thinking the next time around we are going to be making some changes here to this field, Evan. Namely this section here. Because, again, joining or creating course play courses, Evan, for this field, it's a little rough. It takes quite a few minutes for that course play course to generate, Evan. And I don't know about you folks. Sitting around and waiting for like 10 minutes while your course play course generates is kind of annoying. So I think if we smooth it out, we can significantly reduce that, hopefully. And I know that worked quite well here on field 383. Again, first couple times I generated course play courses for this field, it was very brutal. But we chopped off that section there, rounded this off here. There's a piece up there we rounded off. I should probably like straighten out this edge too. It probably would help as well. But yeah, just a little bit of work on that field, Evan. Made it significantly better. So anyway, we are planting corn on this field here. So I have a field of corn, field of soybeans. Now this field, Evan's probably going to cost a little bit more money to plant here. Because, yeah, again, we're planting corn, Evan, and corn needs a lot of fertilizer. Oh, what do you folks think? Do you folks think we have enough money to plant this field? And keep in mind, we need to finish planting this field as well. We are relying on completely hired workers for this field, of course. I'm not sure how much of this field I'll do. Obviously, at some point, I'm probably going to have course play do this here, but at least for now, I'm going to do it myself as much as possible. Yeah, once it's dinner time, that one that we like, okay, course play, have your go at it. I have to question the wisdom here when I'm putting corn on my... I think this was, again, the second largest field, as far as I know. Maybe there's not a whole lot of wisdom in that, I'm not sure. But hopefully it works out. We'll see what's here. Might take a while to harvest this field. Speaking of harvest time, everyone, some more combines might be kind of nice. We'll have to see once here. Unfortunately, I don't know that there's going to be much in the budget for additional combines here. Unless we borrow some money, which we can definitely potentially do if we have to. Obviously, that's what we did last time around, everyone. And no problem paying off all those loans. So that was, I think, a good thing in my opinion. And I haven't checked, but the loans should be completely gone here at this point. Check the bank. Oh, they're not. Okay, I thought they would... Oh, they're okay, they are paid off loans. Okay, so I didn't realize that one, but they actually do stay there. And they just showed as paid off. So, yeah, $0 remaining, 0 months remaining. Oh, interesting. I actually took a 60, then I got two 120s in there. Huh, okay. Apparently, I figured I could pay that 60 off pretty quick. Or that 600,000 off pretty quick in 60 months, which that's like 5 years of one. And I don't know about you folks, 5 years, wow. Okay, that maybe doesn't sound like a whole lot of time, right? 5 years to pay off loans, pretty good. But if you think about it, Evan, how many of you folks actually play more than 5 in-game years? I don't know about you folks watching, but probably most of the maps I play on, Evan, I am probably not much over that 5 years. I'm sure there's probably a couple months, maybe, or a couple series where I've gone over 5 years, but on most of the maps I play on, Evan, I'm probably not much over that 5-year mark. Give or take a year or two here and there. There's probably some maps where I haven't even played, 5 years. We'll have to see once we even make it 5 years on this map. The amount of work it takes just to get through 1 year. Keep in mind, we're what, episode... I think this is episode 18, correct? I think it's episode 18 as far as I know. We're not even, back to where we started when we first started this series, Evan. And when we first started this series, Evan, we were essentially at the harvesting stage, basically. We could start harvesting. So we're not even one cycle into this game yet. Once we're done planting, everyone, hopefully maybe by next episode, I think we'll be done planting here. We'll have to see if we got any other field work that needs to be done. Maybe we'll, I don't know, should we roll that field? Yeah, maybe not. We'll see once. The amount of time it would take to roll that field, that one, oh boy. We might just skip the additional steps there. Rolling operation would probably be another 6-hour operation or something like that. I'm just, I don't know, not worth it. As I've said before, too, I want rolling, I don't think is really worth it anyway. So, combine that with the fact that we're on a absolutely huge map here. No. We'll probably just skip it. Yeah, going back to my comment there again, too. I'm very, very curious. Let me know, folks. How many of you folks play more than 5 in-game years in the map here? If you actually sit down and think about it, Evan, how many of you folks actually play more than 5 in-game years on a map? Or at least maybe, maybe 6 or 7, right? How many over 6 or 7? 6 or 7 seems like another fairly reasonable number to me. Yeah, you start getting more than 10 years in a map. I'm guessing here probably most of you folks have probably not played much more than 10 years on an in-game map. Unless you're just doing something to skip time for some reason. There's always that option, right, everyone? Outside of just skipping time for some reason, I think we actually gotta say actually playing the map, right? You're planting crops, you're maybe doing animals, whatever it might be, Evan, you're actually playing on the map. How many folks have actually played more than 5 years? Also, what are the chances that when I can actually make it all the way around this field here in this episode? We are 10 minutes into the episode, everyone, and I don't know. We'll have to check the map here in a minute. See how far we've made it around here. We're not to the small section of the field yet. I know that. That is over there, everyone. So we're still going around the big section of the field here yet. You know, and it takes you 30 minutes just to get around the, or more for that matter. Speaking of more, by the way, I mean, it probably... Oh, we did not make it all the way around the big field there last episode, obviously, everyone. It didn't take me much longer to finish getting around, everyone. We were kind of to the easy part when we wrapped up their last episode. I don't know what, maybe another 5, maybe 10 minutes, somewhere in there, everyone, to make it the rest of the way around the field. Now, I would say this field is much smaller here. However, the shape of this field is also much more convoluted than the other field, too. So, see how much that makes a difference here. And we're not exactly going slow here either. But I mean, we're booking right along here at 11 miles per hour here. So we're, in my opinion, we're moving, especially for planting. I went planting at 11 miles an hour. That's doing some planting. And just a reminder here, by the way, I don't know if you'd like to join us in on the RDAllen multiplayer servers. You can find that information down below in the description here of this video, or any of the other videos, by the way, as well. If you want to join us on the RDAllen multiplayer servers, we ask that you please join us in on the RDAllen Teamspeak server. Again, that RDAllen Teamspeak server information is down below in the description here of this video, Evan. And a reminder again, Teamspeak is free to join. And of course, if you don't already have it, I know a lot of folks like to use Discord nowadays. We kind of still prefer the old Teamspeak server yet. Simpler, cleaner, basic, gets the job done. Maybe not as many frills, but like I said, gets the job done without like going crazy, right? And at least as far as Teamspeak is concerned, I mean, you're welcome to join from any platform. But at least as far as the farming simulator server itself is concerned, everyone, unfortunately, you do have to have a PC to join that. That, unfortunately, again, is kind of sort of PC only. Part of that is, GPS mod, everyone. Like, yeah, kind of need our GPS mod. Plus, we do use some of the other, like, auto-drive and course play. I don't know that we necessarily maybe use them a whole lot, but they are on the server, everyone. GPS, of course, being, I would say, the big one. Plus, there's a handful of other PC-only mods. Not to mention the fact, too, having, like, if we have, like, a broken mod or something like that, we like to get it fixed up before we put it on the server, just so we're not running all kinds of broken mods. Fairly common problem, unfortunately. A lot of mods, while they might work single player, everyone, you start putting them on a multiplayer server, and then you start seeing more and more problems with them, or the mod author has not followed the most basic of rules of creating a mod. Oh, what do you folks think? Are we about halfway around the field here yet? Let's go check the map, Evan. See once how we're looking here. We might be... I don't know. I think we might be close to halfway, everyone. I still keep looking at field 383 too, Evan. It just looks like it is going to take longer than the 2.5 hours that course play says there. Again, given the fact that this part of the field took like 6. I don't know. I guess, and it is shorter. But then again, too, Evan, like when it comes to being shorter, doesn't that usually just take longer? Got more turning around to do versus, the long roads. Yeah, takes longer to go up and down those roads, but you're turning around less. Oh, and while we're here, Evan, before I forget, like I said, I was looking at this here in between episodes, Evan. Like, I don't see a reason why we can't just get rid of this little peninsula in here. What I'm thinking, and again, we won't do it here this time around, Evan. I can't zoom out any farther, can I? Okay, well, what I'm thinking, maybe, let's look at the map here as well. Yeah, okay. So yeah, probably like right in here, some of it, maybe just make a nice gentle curve up into the field up there. So basically just cutting across there, just make a nice little radius up into there. I don't know there's much we can probably do about that part of the field up there. It'd be nice to do something about that as well, but there are actually trees there. So outside taking the trees down, which I really don't feel like doing, that part of the field, we either get rid of it or we leave it, and it is what it is. And I'm thinking that's probably what we'll end up doing, everyone. We'll probably just leave that part of the field for now. We'll see how the course generating goes. Hopefully by smoothing out this area right here, everyone, hopefully it'll go a lot better. I'm just suspecting, everyone, that the courseplay generator is probably struggling with this portion of the field, where we are right now. And again, in real life, everyone, I'm guessing this area here is probably supposed to be like a wet spot of some sort, so that's why it's not being planted. Or there's some reason why it's not being planted. What that reason is, I might not necessarily know, but I'm just guessing wet spot here. But unfortunately, in the game, Evan, there isn't one. So, for the sake of courseplay, we'll make this field even bigger. Not really adding a whole lot to it, though, if you look at it. But I mean, yeah, a little bit here, but just a lot of like little fingers here, essentially. More annoying than anything from the looks of it. Well, I was hoping maybe we could do some up and down rows here this episode as well, but I'm not sure that's going to happen, everyone. Oh, we'll have to see if we can make it around the field yet. Well, we're getting closer, but the time is also getting closer here as well. And wow, we're really going through the seed and fertilizer too. I just looked down. We're like 50%. Actually, fertilizer's 43% there already. There we go. Yeah, it feels like we're going around some of these like fingers here almost, just sticking out in the field. Okay, well, let's head over to the comment section here in a moment. I haven't seen what you folks had to say here for last episode. A reminder, too, by the way, if you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, Evan, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, once you are subscribed, don't forget to turn on your notifications. And, of course, as always, Evan, if you like the video, you know what to do. Give her the old thumbs up there. Or, you know, as they say, if you don't like the video, you're a terrible person. Oh, no. Actually, thumbs down. Thumbs down. First comment here, Christopher was saying, good video as always. Hey, thank you very much for that. Norton was saying, a perfect map for a 48-row planter. Oh, you are reading my mind there, Norton. You are reading my mind. Yeah, don't be surprised, everyone, if, well, probably not this time around, but next time around, we might be upgrading our planters just a teensy-weensy little bit. Which... yeah, if anyone knows of any good planters to try out, let me know, Evan. Throw them down below in the comments there. Obviously, we got the Kinsey here. The only manufacturer I know of, I think, that makes a 48-row planter is the John Deere, right? Does anyone else make a 48-row planter? I know a few of them make 36-row planters. If we step it up to the full 48 row planters, like how many manufacturers actually make a 48 row? And of course, when we're talking 48 rows, I mean, we're talking 48 30-inch spacing, right? Like 48 rows, 120 foot wide. Not some sort of weird split row, 15-inch row, 20-inch row, whatever it might be, everyone. None of that stuff. That just makes the overall planter smaller. Hatcher was saying a good video. Randy must be feeling blue. I'm telling you. Very, very blue. Blue. It's terrible. Absolutely dreadful, everyone. I mean, can you folks believe RDAllen would ever be driving around in a blue tractor? I'm telling you, folks. Strange things nowadays. Those trees look like they might be a little bit suspicious here for plant. We'll have to see once how that goes. Unfortunately, for those who are wondering, like, why don't I just do like 2, maybe 3 headlands, Evan? As I've found out on most of these fields, Evan, course play does not want to do more than 1 headland. Sometimes even getting it to do the 1 headland can be a bit of a chore. So forget 2. At least until we change the shape of the field. Maybe once we change the shape of the field, Evan, and we get rid of this mess down here. Then maybe course play will let us do more than 1 headland. We'll have to see once, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one, unfortunately. Brian was saying, I've been having troubles with those tanks ever since the last update. Oh, well, good to know. Maybe I'm not the only one having problems with those tanks then. Again, I don't know why, but it just seems like I'm always cursed with not being able to fill, whether it's planter, usually planters. Planters are always like the worst to fill a lot of times, just because they usually take seed and fertilizer, right, everyone? But even other stuff. I forget, this is the second time around this series where we've had something that would not fill. I forget what the other one was. Oh, was it the sprayer? Yeah, that's right. It was the sprayer, right? So we couldn't fill the sprayer with herbicide last episode. The planter will fill them, but that's a problem with the tractor, unfortunately. And as you folks may have noticed, yes, I bought the same tractor, so... Anyone want to know how we, filled the planter up? Any further questions, huh? Mesa was saying, I see a John Deere DB120 in your near future. Oh, I think you're very good at future reading there, Mason Farms. 120 foot of planting goodness. Oh, one moment while I wipe the drool here. Maybe 9RX 640 pulling it. Operation Save Randy. The New Holland sprayer should fill. Works for me, at least. You must have a mod conflict or something. I've noticed a lot more game glitches since the last game update in January. I have tons of key bindings changed and don't have any issues. My cover key is semicolon. Works fine. I'll have to see this. Maybe we'll have to give it a try. Again, as I noted, I hate setting custom key bindings. I don't know if folks have ever had it happen, but Giants likes to reset the key bindings every so often. Maybe they finally seen the errors of their ways and they don't do that anymore. I know Farming Sim in 19, that was very common. Well, Evan, would you believe it? We made it all the way around the field here. I was not sure we'd make it all the way around the field here this episode, but we actually made it. And we can actually start doing some up and down rows now. And let's get ourselves some GPS going here, because of course, haven't I bought the tractor with GPS? I mean, what do you folks expect? No GPS? Come on now. Yeah, we're going to give that some overlap, everyone. I'm not sure how straight this... Oh, there we go. Autosave happening. That's what I was saying. Not sure how straight this particular edge is, everyone. I know it's not very straight, so... But how on straight, don't know. That's something we'll have to see once. Maybe we'll fix that here too next time. After we harvest everyone, definitely, like I said, we'll get the plow out here, and we'll do some more work on this field. Dustin was saying when I first started watching Mike, he had 40,000 acres. I think he just expanded. He has 7 drills, drills, and 9 combines. So only 9 combines? Is that it? I think he's actually got more drills too, because doesn't he have like 1 or 2 smaller ones up at his other farm? Anyway, for those who've never seen Mike Mitchell on YouTube, probably should check him out. Pretty cool farmer. Definitely a large scale farmer there. And yes, I've seen that missing spot. Oh, come on, Tron. Is that the fastest you can back up? That's better. There we go. Back in business. Hopefully that little spot won't matter. Hopefully. Yeah, just keep an eye on that. By the way, if you look at the, I think it's the precision farming map, Evan, you can see where we actually changed the field here. So, you know, we rounded that part off right there. This actually was, I don't know, I guess you'd call it like a peninsula up into the field. So this part here was actually attached to this down here. And then we got a couple other islands as well that we just plowed over, got rid of. Oh, we're not quite far enough over. Oh, so close, Evan, so close. Oh, well. Should have known, right? Hetro was saying, I'm on the Big Flats, Texas map, and wheat and barley grows in narrow rows like the cedar, not scattered around like other maps. When it grows, there are no open spaces around the plant like other maps. Very cool. Must be custom for the map. Looks like the real thing. Ah, very cool. Might have to check that out at some point. Again, I'm not familiar with all the map modding options there, but that definitely sounds like something that is possible. As far as I know, mod authors can change how the rows and stuff are on the map. Or lack thereof, maybe. Well, I think we'll finish this last little pass, Evan, then it's going to be about time to wrap it up here this episode, unfortunately. And we'll hopefully come back next episode, and we'll have all our fields planted, Evan. That is the tentative plan here at this point. Between episodes, we'll try to finish seeding. Again, we just have the 2 fields left here. Field 383 and 386. Probably both about the same time, if I had to guess. Anyway, again, like I said, we're going to wrap it up. You folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching. Until next time.